Do we think that the press is now going to get into the nitty-gritty of the Kathleen Willies and the Juanita Brodericks? Because if they do,
they'll sell papers. You know what I mean?
You know,
or gets
if they
clicks.
do, then maybe Trump turns it into a wash. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as a win.
I think that there was really an important. I think that this last week,
this issue,
since the first debate, the seminal moment in this campaign will have been the first debate, because you know a little bit with Captain Khan's family, but with the beauty pageant winner, and Trump's crazy performance in the debate and crazy behavior in this debate, and because there was a moment, I read a piece on this over the weekend, where it just seemed like the mainstream media got comfortable saying he's a liar. And he gets called a liar regularly, and they call him out on lies in a way that they had been hesitant to do because they don't really feel like it's their job. You know, you Michael, you retweeted an article to that, a defense of the mainstream media from Ben Smith at BuzzFeed. And so the media crossed some threshold in the last 12, 14 days where they're like, this guy's a liar. So that will help, if that's true, that will help now, because everything he does is now under the context of, no, he's a deceitful, crazy liar. So I doubt that he gets the mileage out of Juanita Broderick and Kathleen Willey and Paula Corbin-Jones and Kathy Shelton.
Yeah, I think the mainstream media there, I got to be honest, I think is a little bit on Hillary Clinton's side. They're not, because they're not going to want to talk about that stuff. It seems untoward. It seems yucky to talk about it, for lack of a better word. And so, but with Trump, they had the tape. And they wouldn't have talked about him saying it if somebody else had just said it.
And it's new. Like with these stories, those stories, those got covered. Mm-hmm. Like those stories got covered.
But in the middle of a presidential race, I mean, I think that's, if it was a Republican, I'd want them to cover it again.
I got it, but I don't think they wouldn't. This is not news to anybody. I mean, it might be news to some young voters.
Nobody. Look, you know who in the country knows Juanita Broderick? No one.
Nobody.
Yeah, I know, but they know Bill Clinton was a scumbag. That they know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't. Obviously, I don't know. But I don't. The reason the press doesn't cover it, because they covered it. They know that story. The Billy Bush tape was literally news.
Right.
And it's on tape. And it's a fire at night.
And they say that there are these Apprentice tapes, and there's Mark Burnett has said that these Apprentice tapes exist, but there is a $5 million penalty for leaking them. Now, of course,
David Brock said he'll pay $5 million.
People are saying they're going to pay $5 million to whoever leaks these tapes. So there could be more, but there isn't now, and it doesn't matter if there is more, because that one tape told enough people what they already need to know. And we're four, essentially white people up here, all of us guys, and women were the people that I would love to hear from tonight at this, this post-debate analysis. And we're not hearing any post-debate analysis, but I think that a lot of this debate was centered on the ugliness that Donald Trump brought. I think before this debate started, I know, we talked about, and Ben talked about, the kind of women that would leave Donald Trump because of that tape. Was he able to keep, and did anything happen tonight that would bring any of them back into the fold? A Southern, moderate Republican, genteel woman, a younger Northeastern Republican woman. Are any of them coming back because of what happened tonight? That's why I say this is a win, sure, on style, on recovery, on all of that, but it's a mitigated win.
Carol Costello reported, I don't know if anybody saw this, that a personal friend of hers told Carol Costello, or was it Carol, or was it Aaron Burnett? I think it was Aaron Burnett. Yeah. That a friend of hers was kissed by Donald Trump unwantingly, right? She rebuffed him and he kissed her anyway. That's assault. That's a sexual assault that a reporter on CNN is saying, I know.
Yeah, but that goes to my frustration with Hillary Clinton in this debate, and why I think Trump might be able to turn this thing around on this issue of the tapes, which is unbelievable. He shouldn't be able to turn it around at all. He should have no prayer of being able to turn it around, but now I think he has a prayer of doing that. Look at these issues. So, I mean, you mentioned that. I did a video on this on YouTube in the middle of the weekend. So, number one, there's the Aaron Burnett friend says, yeah, he did the same thing, the Tic Tacs. He took the Tic Tacs, he offered me Tic Tacs, and boom, he went in for a kiss. What the hell are you doing? Temple Taggart, Miss Utah, said he kissed me twice on the lips. I never asked for it, and all of a sudden this guy's on me, and And just like he said in the tapes, I just go on them, right? And I just kiss them, right? And so that's sexual assault.
Miss Utah's name is Temple?
Yeah, Temple
That's
Tiger. Yeah. Okay, number 3, Nancy O'Dell. That's the person he was talking about in the tapes. Oh, I tried to have sex with her by buying her furniture. By the way, what a cheesy ass move, right? And even though she's married, it turns out he tried to fire her 2 years later from the Miss Universe contest that she was co-hosting. Now we can't tell if it was because she was pregnant and he thinks people who are pregnant are disgusting and shouldn't be seen on TV, things that that people have said that he said in the past, or because she wouldn't sleep with him, right? And then you've got Jill Harth, who came out and said earlier she sued about this. She said he grabbed my thigh in the middle of dinner in a business meeting, right? And then later he cornered me when he was took me around the estate. My boyfriend is there. He separates me from the boyfriend, takes me into Ivanka's bedroom, his daughter's bedroom, and he attacked me and he grabbed my private parts, just like he says in the tape. Let alone the charges that Ivana Trump said in her deposition in the divorce that he raped her. So that's a lot of stuff that he did. That is very similar to the tape, but American people didn't hear any of that today. I don't know that it's right for Hillary Clinton to bring up Ivana's rape charges, and so I know people get squeamish if she wants to go high and not low, yada yada. But now we're going to hear about stuff against Bill Clinton, and this stuff, I mean, you just got a sense of...
The one line I would have liked to have heard her say, or somebody say, is that nobody says, is that he's not running for president.
Yeah.
And I'm his wife.
Yeah.
It's not him. If you have an issue with my husband and his ex-girlfriends, take it up with them.
Nobody holds Jackie Onassis responsible for Jack
Right.
Kennedy.
Oh, that's
Nobody
a great
does.
point, Jimmy. Exactly. Nobody does, right?
And
People
you know
feel
what?
sorry for
Right.
it, right?
And Michael, you can go further and say, hey, listen, Donald, I know you have trouble respecting women, okay?
Yeah.
But Bill Clinton is not running for president. Even though I'm a woman, I am running for president, and I can't get you to see that.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Boom!